Cape Town woman will climb Mount Kilimanjaro this weekend to highlight the need for decent ablution facilities at schools in the Eastern Cape. The Eastern Cape has a high number of schools with pit toilets. The Department of Education says 1,598 proper toilets are yet to be built and set a 2023 target to eradicate pit latrines in schools. Teachers at Qakazana Middle School are forced to accompany pupils to dilapidated pit toilets when nature calls to safeguard them. Newzroom Afrika's reporter Nasiphi Same filed this report.
Pit toilets in the Eastern Cape remain one of the major challenges. Qakazana Primary School Principal Nasiphi Same says he has written to the Provincial Department of Education regarding their dilapidated pit latrines and the dangers they pose for pupils. Mkwekwe says the response the school received was that the department was faced with financial constraints.
And during the break, otishala funeka befelele kufutshane neza toilets begade abantwana ukuthi bangasondeli badlale pha ingakumbi le bhedi incinci. Icontractor le yayizakha zange isebenzise isanti pha kwasetyenziswa umhlaba umiksa nesament. So loo nto yenza makube lula uba mazidilike and ne-foundation yazo ayikho. And as a toilet is zakhiwe phaya xa ndicinga ngo-1997.
Cape Town resident and former pupil at Qakazana Primary School, Nasiphi will embark on a 6-day climb up of Mount Kilimanjaro this weekend. Her selfless mission is to raise funds to build proper ablution facilities at her former school. Nasiphi says it's been nearly 2 decades since she left Qakazana Primary School, adding that there's been no improvement about the pit latrines she used in those years. She plans to change that by building 8 flushing toilets.
My campaign is for people to assist me to change the situation of the school. Now I'm looking for boreholes, and also there are toilets you call bio toilets. I'm going to climb the Mount Kilimanjaro. I don't know what to expect, but I'm prepared and I'm ready for that. As long as kids, they will smile at the end of the day. They will get what my aim is.
Equal Education in the Eastern Cape says having a former pupil climb Mount Kilimanjaro has shone the spotlight once again on the inadequate infrastructure at schools in the province. In 2018, 5-year-old Lumka Makweta fell inside a pit toilet at a school in Bizana. Since that terrible incident, the Department of Education says the Sanitation Appropriate for Education initiative has spent more than 300 million rand to eradicate pit toilets at schools in 6 provinces. Advocacy organization Equal Education says pupils' rights to quality education and dignity are jeopardized.
This is a crisis in the Eastern Cape because it does not only provide undignified toilets, but it also poses a threat to learners' lives. So definitely it is a crisis. We've seen in 2020 where Ujitomboweni took a big chunk of the education budget that was meant to improve the infrastructure to other departments, which tells us clearly that education then in improving the infrastructure within the education is not a priority of our government.
The department says the 1.7 billion rand cut by National Treasury from the school infrastructure grant has had a devastating effect. But the department says it is committed to eradicating pit toilets at schools by 2023, when the Sanitation Appropriation for Education initiative concludes. To date, 154 toilets have been handed over to schools, 169 are completed, and 116 are under construction.
It is not going to be an easily feasible thing for the department to have a flushing toilet in that particular school. But the department does provide toilets that which are able to be safe for learners.
Equal Education says it will not be holding its breath to the department's 2023 target to eradicate pit latrines at schools.
We're seeing that there has been reports also that the Eastern Cape Department of Education is merging schools, they are closing schools. So a lot of the schools that they are closing are the schools that have bad infrastructure, and imagine them, that it's schools that are able to take in learners. We know that that's part of the strategy to eradicate schools that have plain pit latrines, not that they will embark on projects to improve their infrastructure.
For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I am Nasiphi Same in Cape Town.